Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel, or hey if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today's video is going to be a reading vlog and I'm going to be kind of just taking you along with me on an average week as a student and how much I typically read day by day. So I'm going to be counting the pages that I read each day, Monday through to Friday, and seeing how much I averagely read in a week. I am a full-time student, so a lot of the time during term times I don't really read that much per day unless I really sit down and like try to, just because, you know, I've got uni going on, uni work, and there's like quite a lot of socialising whilst at uni, so I feel like I don't read as much as I do out of term time. And I just thought it would be fun to take you guys along with me and see how much I can read each day. I am going to kind of like actively try to read every day, because sometimes I don't read every day, but since I'm filming this video I am really going to try, and I'm not going to put pressure on myself because obviously I do want it to be real and a real vlog of how much I would typically read. So yeah, I'll take you guys along with me. I have got some exciting book options. I'll just go grab them. So the book options that I'm kind of choosing from right now to read are all from my TBR. So we have Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, which I really want to read. However, it's just a bit of a brick. It's just a bit of a brick, and I feel like I might not be able to get through this in this vlog, and I feel like it's just quite a dedication to start this on a busy uni week. I mean, we've got deadlines coming up. I am pretty much doing uni work all the time, so I feel like, is this the best decision to start like a thick fantasy book that is down the line in a fantasy series? Is this the best decision? Probably not, but I really want to. So we've got that. Or we have more of like an uplifting rom-com vibe. We've got If You Could Go Anywhere by Paige Toon. This one I feel like is just going to be a fun, giggly, silly time. It's about a girl who like goes off on an adventure to a different country, seeking out, I think, her parent that she's not met before, perhaps? Yeah, like her grandmother passed away who she lived with, so she's gone on the hunt for like her other family that she's never met before, and on the way she obviously has like a love interest, and I feel like that sounds really fun. And I really like Paige Toon's writing. Like, she always she always gets me hooked, but I also just like love the romance. So we've got that. And then we also have Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cohen as our third option to start this week. This is like an ice hockey romance. I'm pretty sure the main guy has an injury and the main girl is like a nurse or like a doctor, and she's gonna get him back fit and fighting for hockey, I guess. Hannah Cohen does write more spicier books, so whereas the Paige Toon one I feel like is going to be more like cutesy romantic vibes, this one's going to be more like spicy vibes. So I'm just not sure what I want to choose. These are the options. In the next clip you'll see obviously what book I've chosen, but it is Monday today, so I will hopefully get some reading done a bit later on in the evening. Typically I tend to read. I'm going to get some uni work done today, and yeah, hopefully tonight when I'm winding down I'll get through the start of one of these books. Fingers crossed. I mean, we've kind of got to start off the vlog with at least reading, so yeah, I'm really not sure which one I'm going to choose. Let me know in the comments which one at this point you think I'm going to choose. I feel like that's going to be so interesting. As always, let me know if you guys have read any of these books. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings as well. And without further ado, let's get into the video and have an average reading week. Before we get into the video, I want to talk to you about FlexiSpot. Here I have the Lotus XC6 Swivel and Rocker recliner chair in the colour Petal Pink. This chair also comes in light grey, orange brown, ivory and beige. The button on the side allows you to manually lift your legs up and recline, however you can also get this in electric. This chair is on a swivel base and it also rocks back, so it is super relaxing. Not to mention, it is also huge, so it's the perfect reading chair and it's super comfy. FlexiSpot is a furniture company that aims to create innovative solutions to allow you to work and live better. They create a variety of products, including height adjustable desks, comfy chairs, among so many other accessories. As you can see, Cindy was a huge fan. There is also a concealed pocket down the side of the chair that you can keep your book, pens, or even a snack. FlexiSpot are always having huge deals on their website, so make sure to grab one of these chairs because I will be reading here for the foreseeable future. I thought I would do a little check-in. It is a lot later on now. I've just got changed into my jammies, just had a bath, and I'm just going to do some skincare. But I thought I would update you all on how my reading has gone for the day. So it's currently 7... Hey Cindy! 7:08 p.m. and I have been doing some uni work all day, so I've not started my reading yet. I have kind of, just been on my laptop all day. It's been a heavy laptop day, but now I have finished what I need to do for the day. I am probably going to do some reading, probably going to have my tea, and then get on with some reading. So I have actually decided what book I want to read, and that is Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cohen. I'm going with this one because I just felt like I needed a book with minimal brain power and that just, didn't require me to like sit and really focus. Also, when I ordered this from Amazon, it came kind of like, I don't know if you can tell, like all bent, which is really annoying. And also, a new discovery is that in this book, it gives you a reading order, and I did not know that you had to read books previously to this one. It does say that you don't have to, but she said that you get the best reading experience if you read the Swift Hat Trick trilogy first, and then the Amateurs in Love trilogy, and then this series. Like, oh, so I have to read so many books before this series. Apparently, so you like see the characters that might pop up in here, and I think like they're kind of maybe related to other characters and things like that. But personally, I'm just gonna go in with this series first, and we're gonna hope for the best. I mean, I don't know, this is the Greatest Love series, so we're gonna start with this one. I am actually already 12 pages in. I did just sit down right then and read the first few chapters, and so far I'm enjoying it. I think it's gonna be a second chance romance because the first chapter was them when they were 17, and they was obviously in this like loving teenage relationship, and then it fast forwards to when they're 26, and I'm assuming things have gone wrong along the line. Maybe they lost contact. In the first chapter, they was talking about which colleges they was going off to and things like that. So we've got that aspect, and the main guy is now like a professional hockey player. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I am liking the writing style so far. I will say it's quite small font. I don't know if you guys can see that. The font is quite small. But I'm going to do some skincare now. And we are gonna sit down in my comfy chair, and I think we're just gonna chill and read, you know? I'm not sure how much reading I'll actually get done because my boyfriend is coming around in like 20 minutes, so I'm probably gonna hang out with him for a little bit and then do some reading after. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know how many pages I do get to read. I'm kind of aiming for 100 pages. I like to set goals for myself that are sometimes unrealistic, but that is just the type of person I am. My brain likes to have a goal to work towards, so I am going to try to get to page 100, but I might be too tired by the time it gets round to sitting down and reading, so we'll just see how that goes, but that is my goal. Also, let me know if you have read this series and if you have read the other books first, and if it makes a huge difference or not. The next day now. It is now Tuesday, and yesterday I managed to read 50 pages. So last night I sat down and I read 50 pages and I was so tired, my eyes were closing on their own, so I thought I'm just gonna have to park this up here, put my bookmark in and call it a day. I read 50 pages, so I've kind of like gotten to know the gist of things. I was definitely wrong when I said that this was a nurse and hockey player thing. The female main character is actually a vet, and it's a second chance, so they kind of already knew each other back when they was younger, and then something happened but we don't know what, and now it's years later. Her dad has decided to come forward with like a tell-all about the guy, the hockey player, to kind of like ruin his career and to stop that from happening so he can re-sign his contract. I essentially think that they're gonna fake date so that they can like get rid of the rumours that he was horrible to the daughter, the main female character. So now he has kind of like approached her at the vets, and I think he's gonna ask her to sort of do like this PR stunt and fake date type of thing. Yeah, she is a vet, so she works at like a vet slash animal shelter, which feels really funny to read about right now because the last book that I read, Mile High, the main female character also worked at an animal shelter. So I feel like I'm always reading books at the moment with animal shelters or dog shelters, and I mean I love it, but just funny that it's happened twice in a row. I did enjoy it so far. I think that it's gonna be a fun story. I'm not too sure yet. I mean, obviously I'm only 50 pages in, so I can't really say too much, but yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, we're kind of seeing like that there's flaws to both people's lives with like their families and things like that, so I assume there's going to be some sort of unresolved trauma, and you know, we need to know what's happened when they was younger to find out why they don't speak anymore. And I'm going to keep reading today. I'll see how much I read. I'm currently on the way back to uni this morning. I have been home because it was Mother's Day this weekend, and now I'm heading back to uni. Today I have a seminar, so I'm going to go to that, and then I'll probably end up doing some work this afternoon, and then again I'll probably try read on the train to uni and also this evening. So I'll let you know how much I end up reading. I hope I kind of hope I get to like 150, page 150, like read 100 pages today, but you never know. Didn't happen yesterday, so I don't know if it's going to happen today, but we're trying to be realistic here. So that is my update, and I'm going to catch you guys later when I have gotten on with the day a little bit more. To update last night, but I ended up reading 50 pages, which I'm pretty happy with. I feel like 50 pages is a good amount. I was just very tired and I just literally could not think of anything worse than staying up and continuing. I did say I wanted to get to 150, but it ended up being to page 102, chapter 15, and that is how much into it. And I actually think I'm going to put this down and pick up something else because it's just not quite grasping my attention, and it's kind of making me feel like I'm just reading very slowly and not getting through it, and that's kind of demotivated me to not pick it up as much or read as much because the font is just so small. Like, can we see that? The font is so small, and it's actually to a point where I'm like, okay, cool, it's taking me like an hour to get through one page. So I think I'm going to put it down just for now, and I'm going to pick up Close Protection by Eden Victoria. This one is one I've already started. I'm actually up to page 207, so I'm already that much of the way in, so I'm literally going to be picking it up and just carrying it on, which is fun because that means I'll be more motivated since I'm already in the book, I'm in the story, and I don't have too much to get through. So I think I'm going to sit down. Also, the font is not ridiculously small. Let me try to compare. Can you tell? I'm going to aim to finish this one pretty quickly because I do feel like I've been in the middle of it for quite a while because I kind of put it down because I had to read other stuff and I've not come back to it for a while, and I feel like it's just getting to a point where it needs to be finished, you know? It's not, let's just remove it from the current plethora of books that I've got going. So we're gonna finish this. This one is actually, it's a YA, it's her first debut novel, and it's about a girl whose dad is in trouble with sort of like people after stuff within his office, in his company. Like, he has something that they want and they're targeting his daughter to get at him and to sort of as leverage for this thing that they really want. So they are targeting our main character Daphne, and Daphne needs a bodyguard, a security guard. So the dad has hired this guy called Milos, who is this like really experienced military bodyguard spy type man, and he is gonna protect her. And then obviously it's a romance, so you get the gist. It is YA, and I have heard I actually have heard mixed opinions so far because of the ages. I think that the main character is 17 and the main male character is 20, but I do believe that she meant to publish it as a adult book or like a new adult contemporary romance, and because she signed with Simon & Schuster as they're a YA publisher, they had to basically lower the ages to make it fit within the YA genre, and she kind of had to like change the story around to like with the ages, and it doesn't almost match up because it was written when they was like 27 and 25 or something like that. So things have been changed, which, you know, you kind of got to take into account, but I've not found it like crazy. I've just kind of aged them up in my head, and I really like the cover of this one. But yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna put this one down, finish this one, work on finishing this one, and then go back to this one after. It is currently Wednesday and I have been to the gym, and now it is almost lunchtime, so before I get on with some work, I'm gonna make myself a matcha and do a little bit of reading. Fantasy kick, and all I want to do is read fantasy, and like I love fantasy. I've just had 2 5-star reads that were fantasy, from Blood and Ash and When the Moon Hatched. I feel like contemporary romance is not really grasping my attention as much, and like I'm really struggling to sit through this and read this and like care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the same with the other book, Her Greatest Mistake. I'm struggling to sit here and think like, oh yeah, I'm obsessed, like I really need to know what's happening. Like I'm just kind of like, what's the end goal? There's no war, there's no powers, there's no fated mates, like you know, I don't know, maybe I need fantasy, but I've not got any here at my uni room, so I'm having to read contemporary romance. It's good, but it's just not grasping my attention to the max. Crouched on the floor right now. It is currently Thursday. We have one more day left of this. It's also very noisy outside of my window for some reason. There's like some kind of construction going on, so I hope that this is okay. It's quite early in the house right now, so I don't want to be like talking super loudly. However, yesterday I finished Close Protection by Eden Victoria. I did manage to finish this, and I'm really happy with that because I've had this on the go since February, I believe. And yeah, so yesterday I did actually end up reading 190 pages to finish this. I sat down in the afternoon and just kind of read it. It is quite large font and it is quite quick to read, so I wouldn't say it's like an average book of reading 190 pages. It kind of just flies by. So if you are in the mood for something that's like zero brain power, that is super quick, super easy, super fun and giggly, then I recommend this. It is obviously YA, so that also adds to the ease of it. But yeah, I did manage to read 190 pages and I feel like it flew by. It did definitely not feel like 190 pages, whereas if I were to read 190 pages of Her Greatest Mistake, I feel like it would take me so long and feel like it's taking forever. So yesterday I went to uni, got some work done, and then there's a hair on this. And then I finished it. So that's another book finished, which is kind of great because I didn't really expect to do that this week. However, today I'm not too sure how much I'll get done because we are going on we're going to have like a barbecue, like a picnic barbecue thing during like the whole afternoon, and I've also got some stuff to do before that, so I'm not really sure how much I'm going to read today. Maybe just a couple of chapters this evening, who actually knows. But yeah, we're going to continue Her Greatest Mistake. Hopefully today I'll get more into it because obviously, as we know, yesterday I was struggling and I wasn't getting into it. So maybe when we get like a few more chapters in, we'll start seeing the connection and the chemistry and the romance and things like that. But hopefully, if not, I do have Kiss the Sky here by Krista and Becca Ritchie, so perhaps I will go in with that because I do love the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. I just realised as well I forgot to say my rating, my thoughts and feelings. I am going to rate this a solid 3 to 3.5. I'll pop it on the screen when I figure out which I'm going with out of the two. I thought it was fun, I thought it was quick, I thought it was a fun, easy to read time. But would I say it's like a groundbreaking story? Would I say it's like crazy and never been done before and oh my gosh, I'll think about it for months and months and months and I just want to scream about it from the top of the rooftops? No, I wouldn't say that. However, it's fun. If you're in the mood for like a fun YA, silly, goofy time, this is perfect. And I do think that sometimes you just do need that, and this was one of them cases. I do like the characters, I liked the plot, I thought it was interesting. The ending was a little bit rushed. It did kind of just like wrap up really, really quickly, and I was like, oh, we're just, oh, okay. But anyway, yeah, so I say 3 to 3.5 stars. I'm not too sure which one yet, but I do recommend it if you're in the mood for just like a quick snappy time, but definitely not if you're, you know, thinking that it's going to change your life, because I fear it won't. So that is my update. I'm going to go and get on with my day, and then I'll keep you posted on where I get with this. This is currently where we're at. Who knows? I'm aiming for like a good 2 chapters, maybe like 20 pages hopefully this evening. We'll see. Sorry for the intense close-up, but just got back. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be doing any reading. I'm literally going to put my pajamas on, do some yoga and get into bed and watch some booktube. That is my plans. I don't think I want to pick up my book. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or if it's because it's just not gripping me and it's to a point where I'm like, just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling that, like, ooh, I want to like sit down this evening and like pick it up. I'm kind of just like indifferent. I'm just a bit like, I'd rather watch booktube, which the reader girls know. Booktube is where it's at. But I had so much fun, and yeah, I'm gonna get in my comfies because I need to be out of my jeans now. I'm not someone who can chill in jeans. If you are, props to you. I'm gonna get in my comfies and then probably have an early night so that I can go to the gym tomorrow, do my work, do some editing, and then squeeze a few chapters in. Hey, am I slumping right now? Because I've just had that thought, and I really, really, really hope that that is not the case, because I feel like I have not been reaching for my book in this vlog. But I guess I'm keeping it realistic, and I guess I am trying to like show an average week as a busy uni student. However, I really hope I'm not falling into a reading slump. The dreaded slump.
In that universe, does that make sense? So I believe this is a bit of a retail.
editing this book the past few clips because I'm actually really enjoying it now. I feel like I've just sat down and I've like dedicated a little chunk of this morning to just getting a few chapters in. I've got a coffee and I've sat down with just this like time dedicated to doing this, and I feel like now I'm finally getting into it and I'm actually starting to like the characters and starting to like the plot, and I feel a bit bad for completely slating it the whole time. I just think I was kind of slumping the start of this week, just kind of overwhelmed with the amount of work I've kind of got right now, and I was kind of just like, oh, I'm not gonna have time to do this and I can't get into it. But now I feel like I'm in a better headspace and I'm actually really enjoying it. So I'm gonna sit here, not too sure how much. Maybe that's another issue as well, to put pressure on how much. Maybe it should just be sit and enjoy and not be like reach this goal. I think that is something else that is important. So yeah, enjoying, having a good time. I can't tell if this is too bright or not. It is very, very bright in here. I am going to end this off. I have officially read 50 pages once again. So we have kind of made it a running theme to read 50 pages a day for some reason for this video, and I'm not really too sure why, but yeah, I've read 50 pages and it is the afternoon now. I will not be completing anymore just because I'm a bit busy this afternoon, and I just know that I won't have time this evening or this afternoon to pick this up again. But I will say I do want to eat my words from earlier because I am actually enjoying this now. I definitely feel like it's a lot more enjoyable, and the more that you're into it, the more that you start to like the characters and kind of like the whole plot. And I do think that I was wrong. Hold my hands up, I was wrong. I do really like it and I can see myself actually carrying on and not soft DNF in it anymore. So I definitely will be carrying this on over the next few days, over the weekend, if you will. I do tend to do the majority of my reading over the weekend anyway, so that is going to be perfect. And yeah, so this week I have managed to finish off a book and start a book, get halfway through, almost. And I feel like that's pretty good. I tend to not get that much done during the week. It's kind of over like Saturday and Sunday that I get like a good chunk done, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. Definitely a bit more of a realistic style video. It was definitely very, very realistic. One day I literally read zilch, zero. So thank you so much for staying to the end. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.